Hello and welcome back to the sideboard. I'm Ruben Bressler and I'm here with Star City Games Top 8 Indianapolis Legacy competitor, Rudy Briksza, who top 8 with Esper Stoneblade, right?
Right.
Today you've brought something pretty spicy to the table for Standard. Tell us a little bit about your deck.
Well, as a lot of people know, blue-white mid-range is a very powerful deck. It relies on, a big strategy of Blade Splicer and Restoration Angel, blinking your Blade Splicer to make a lot of golem tokens. Now, the problem for me, for blue-white, is it just doesn't do enough. It doesn't have enough reach, and it struggles with a lot of the creature decks, like Naiapod, or even the new Elves deck. So, I added the best card in Standard, Bonfire the Dam, to the deck, and we started to go from there, and just started to add things like Pillar of Flame, Flames of the Firebrand, Whip Flare, and Zealous Conscripts to kind of even out.
So you added red to the blue-white mid-range deck, and you've sort of shifted the focus a little bit to be a little bit more anti-creature heavy.
Right.
So one of the cards I want to focus on is this one, Flames of the Firebrand. Tell me a little bit about how that card's been for you today.
So Flames of the Firebrand, I was trying to figure out a 60th card for the deck. I could only think of 59, and eventually I was like, wait, Flames of the Firebrand. If everybody's going to be playing, because that Elf Wave deck was last week, and if a lot of people are going to be playing those type of strategies, or Naiapod strategies, or any of the pod strategies, Flames of Firebrand really hits, a lot of people. Like earlier today, I attacked with a Restoration Angel. My Bant-Pod opponent flashed in his Restoration Angel just to block, and I just Flames of the Firebrand to kill his Angel and a couple of his X1 guys.
Nice.
So he just got his board cleared out just by, this card. It has a lot of different uses. Originally I thought of it because it's pretty good against Delver, because you can just shoot Delver for 2 and Snapcaster for 1, and it just helps you get right back into the game and helps you, push ahead while not falling behind.
Now, one of the cards that people have been talking about recently to play red, one of the reasons to play red is Pillar of Flame. Have you had any opportunities to play Pillar of Flame against the real good targets?
Oh, absolutely. I played Zombies round 2 today, Black-Red Zombies, and he went turn 1 Gravecrawler, which I pillared, and then he went turn 3 Drawless Messenger, which I pillared, and he died shortly after.
Yeah, Pillar of Flame, being able to handle those cards, Strangleroot Geist, even being able to target players is really relevant.
Right.
So, you've got a ton of one-ofs in the deck. I bet your opponent has no idea what's going on in Game 1. You've also got a Twisted Image here. Twisted Image kills Birth Paradise, kills Blood Artist, I'm sure, which helped in your Zombies matchup. Absolutely. It has a lot of good targets in Standard.
It really does. One of the other things that people seem to forget is Kessig Wolf Run, for example, is +X+O. While I was playtesting this against a friend, he Ink Moth, pumped it up for 9, and I just Twisted Image for him to deal 1 damage and be tapped out.
Excellent.
Like, it has a lot of different uses just by that. You can use it just as a cantrip in matchups that it's just not good at.
That's fantastic. So you've got the Restoration Angel Blade Splicer package. You've got a little bit of the Phantasmal Image Sun Titan package. You've got the Snapcaster Instants and Sorceries package. But then you've just got a whole bunch of weird stuff, and it's fantastic. This looks like a blast to play. So you've got an equally weird sideboard. I want to focus on just a couple of cards in the sideboard. First of all, you have a Jace Memory Adept. What matchups is that for?
Jace Memory Adept, I don't know if you remember, but on Moto, when Pod was really big before Innistrad came out, Jace Memory Adept was really good as a mirror breaker for Pod decks that were playing blue. But I also know that a lot of people stick to control decks. Miracles is a deck. And even in the mirror, it's pretty good, because when you go to a point where you're either stalemated or there's just no action, playing Jace to an empty board can just win you the game on his own.
The other one I wanted to highlight out of your sideboard is Sleep. Sleep's a weird one. Talk to me about what Sleep's for in your deck.
I fell in love with Sleep in M10 draft.
I mean, I love to sleep too. Don't get me wrong.
It's always good to take a quick nap.
That's right.
It helps when your opponents do too.
That's true.
So, Sleep, I found out when people in M10 like to play really aggressive green decks, Sleep, when you were playing a blue deck, just helped push you in the game, further into the game where you needed to go to win. A lot of decks like Naiapod or any of the pod decks, for example, like to play out a lot of creatures. Then when you can just sleep them and they're stuck for 2 turns, like, they're just dead. Against my Zombies opponent, I slept both of his Drawless Messengers with Sword of War and Peace on it. I attacked him, untapped Zealous Conscript, one of his Drawless Messengers with Sword of War and Peace.
Wow,
I took the Sword of War and Peace, not the Drawless Messenger, and just killed him.
That's fantastic. Wow. Well, this deck looks like a blast to play. I'm in love with this deck. It looks so much fun. Rudy, thank you so much for joining us in the sideboard.
No problem.
I hope you guys enjoy this deck too.
Have fun.